welcome on back to your healthy dose of morphine with more Crash Bandicoot.
Your your healthy 12 milligrams of morphine.
Don't take too much, just enough to calm you down during your afternoon. Speaking of calming down,
I'm
where we left off, Sean was one on one with Captain America, basically. Not because he's very patriotic, but because his shield is everywhere.
Yeah. So this episode we're gonna see if I can jump, which according to the movie White Men Can't Jump, the odds are stacked against me.
Good
All right.
start. Good
So
start.
that was your recap of previously on morphine.
Now it's time for the real deal. This is the current episode. We're actually starting now.
Yeah. The first episode was fake.
Yeah.
This is the one you want to watch.
You should have skipped that first one. You fools.
But please don't, because we like you watching.
No, watch everything. Critique
Yeah,
us
it's
on our
like
on our every bit, on our every joke, on our every jump over
Okay.
shielded people.
Alright, so real talk. What am I doing wrong here?
I think okay, so stand still, press X. Now hold X. Did it feel different to you? Because if you hold X,
Yeah.
you kind of jump a little bit higher. I think that's what you want to try to do. Good job. No, I don't want to pressure
so
you,
like,
but if you die again, we'll have to start the level over again.
well, thanks for not pressuring me.
No pressure. Under pressure.
I felt the pressure.
Too much pressure. We made
Too much beard.
We made Sean poop a little.
I mean, like, nothing out of the ordinary, you know?
Yeah, that just happens on the daily.
Listen, everyone needs a little dosage of trouser chili.
God. Well, thank you guys for watching our videos. This will be the last one. But
I
hey,
wonder how many fake outros we're gonna have by the end of this video.
6. How many did I need to pass?
6. 6.
100.
100.
I wonder how many
600.
SpongeBob quotes we're gonna have too. 6.
600.
But hey, at least you're like the master of the first half now. Because I think that checkpoint's at about the halfway mark.
I think I've been caught off guard by how short the levels are, but like it makes sense from a design standpoint.
Especially in terms for your experiencing as you've never played a Crash Bandicoot game before.
Right.
Not to mention the hardest one too.
Right. A point out I think I was trying to make in the last episode, I think I talked about this a little bit. I wish, like, companies outside of Nintendo still made games like these. You know? Like I know PS5, it has, one of the launch games for it is going to be Sackboy's Big Adventure, which is cool, but, like, you know, it's not exactly like a game that, like, they're taking super seriously. I mean, they still make the Ratchet and Clank games, which I guess those would be like the closest thing, and those games are great. But you know, it's just freaking turtle.
Those games are great. I don't think I've ever played.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I totally hear you. Which I give Nintendo props for holding that together, but Sony and Microsoft, pick it up, Buttercup.
yeah, exactly. But like, don't get me wrong. Please keep making games like God of War and The Last of Us. Those are incredible. But I mean, you know, like, I just I feel like there's a place for these. You know, like these are, okay.
You got this.
Dude,
You just gotta believe.
that edge to fall through is like my favorite, apparently.
So unnecessary.
It really is, dude. Okay. I'm gonna play it patient. We're gonna sit and watch, and then we're gonna jump. Or we're gonna go. We're gonna sit and watch. Then we're gonna go.
We're gonna do some kicks, kickity kicks.
Kickity cacks. Snickety snacks. Okay. Long jump. Long!
Technique. Okay.
What's the technique?
Maybe try jumping straight up and then move over. So instead of jumping and moving over at the same time, jump up and move over while you're at the peak of your jump. Maybe a little earlier. Hey!
Ah!
Now don't die. If it helps, those guys are not super often. It didn't help, did it?
Alright, so we get to do it again! Hey, at least I know how to do it this time.
Once you start to figure it out, it won't be as tough as what it just was for you.
Right.
But that enemy is definitely up there for the most annoying ones. Not in Crash, but in history. In the horse of history. So close.
Dude, I feel like that thing is gonna be like one of the memes of this channel. Like, it has to be.
One of the memes.
One of the memes,
What
as
are
the cool kids would say.
The memes.
The memes.
Hey, meme, how you doing? Yeah,
Hey, Aunt May over here!
yeah, I hate myself for that one.
One of my favorite memes from, oh yeah, that's right, that guy. Come on! Okay, I could get this.
That's what you keep telling yourself.
One of my favorite, have you ever seen The Amazing Spider-Man?
Like the Andrew Garfield ones?
Yeah.
A long time ago, but yes.
My favorite joke from that movie is that there's a part where they just swing all of the cranes in New York City to help Spider-Man swing over, and it's supposed to be like this really inspirational moment of like New Yorkers coming together.
Yeah, like the ripoff from the Spider-Man 2 scene where Tobey Maguire stops the train and they all see him unmasked and they're like, "Don't worry, Spider-Man. We'll keep your identity safe."
Game over. I promise I could get through this level. It might be half of this episode, but so help me I could get through this episode.
Another random fact that might surprise you. So that mask that we just saw, so the mask that helps us out, that guy right up there, Aku. The other mask is his evil brother, Uka Uka. But the random fact I have is it's not the voice actor for the remaster, but in the original games, do you know who the voice actor was?
Who?
His name is Clancy Brown. Does that name sound familiar to you?
It does.
Do you know
Remind me.
Mr. Krabs?
Really?
Mr. Krabs was Uka Uka before, well, I guess about the same time he started being Mr. Krabs.
Dude, all the voice actors from like SpongeBob are like some of my favorite voice actors, and I just love hearing their stories, and like I love them. I love Rob Paulson. He's another one of my favorites. Like, voice actors do not get enough credit because they have to do so much.
By the way, Rob Paulson, if you're looking for a guy to look like a tall, skinny, mad scientist with glasses, if you need a voice actor for that, hit me up. Hey, you got your checkpoint. You got it.
It's true.
You opened the box. You got it. Progress has been made. And another guy. Hey, second try though. You did it.
I went to heaven. Yeah, you're right. Those really aren't that bad once you get it figured out.
Yeah, once you
It just
figure it
took me
out,
forever.
it won't take you a whole episode and a half to get it down. You got the dance. You got it. So you get
Dude, they
you
just
can
keep adding.
yeah, you can jump over those. I don't recommend it. I would recommend doing what you had already done. Just wait for it to go away.
Right.
So I didn't. Oh, too late. You don't lose lives for that though.
Right.
For those TNT crates, if you jump on it, it'll start to count down from 3, but it won't blow up right away. If you kick it, it blows up
Okay.
right away.
Like that.
Yeah. And those crates right there, you can actually not kick them and get a bunch of Wumpa fruits from them. So just jump in the middle without kicking. Yeah. And didn't even touch the TNT. You're the master.
That's what they call me. Ooh, like
That's
the
what they
gas
call me.
station.
They call me the Shag Man. They call me the Shaggin' Man. YouTube, please don't
Dude,
give me
you're-
copyright. You might spawn right here. Perfect. Counts as a checkpoint.
Sweet.
But that's the end right there once you get over there. Hey. Hey.
All right. Listen, no pressure. 4 lives to move 4 feet.
I think for that platform, you'll either have to get a gem at a different level, or make the whole run without dying. Voice crack alert. But if you're not worried about getting all the gems, definitely don't worry about it. Just make it to the end.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I know I probably shouldn't be, like checking out at like the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
But I mean, at this point, I'm realizing my best bet is to just try and beat the game.
I think for your first playthrough, especially if we want to play other games on the channel, we'll just play it
Yeah.
and enjoy it for what it is. You can do the 100% of the game on your own time.
So this is actually the one level in the game I've played the most.
Because it's an
But the
Uncharted
reason
4.
being, you got it.
I think that
And I
is
was
actually
really
this
bad
level
at it.
too,
Yep.
but a lot less
And I was-
quality because it was the PlayStation 1 version of
actual-
it. Yeah.
That was so cool that they got that in there, man.
They were like, hey, we're going to bring it back. Bringing sexy back, but with Crash Bandicoot.
Just don't do that for children.
Yeah.
That would not be rated E for everyone.
Is that what this one's
Unless,
rated? I'm pretty
prisons.
sure that's what this one's rated.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, boy.
So let us know. I think a cool thing to do. What games do you want to see us play? Let us know in the comments below. Right now, as we're recording this, we're in September of 2020. So, PS5 is coming out soon. Lots of games to be played there. I know David and I are both planning on getting a PS5 around launch.
We're both nerds. Leave us alone.
True. I'm unashamed at this point. Like, I'm going to get a PS5. I have Game Pass. I'm hoping to get a Series S at some point next year. I just like playing games.
Games are fun. Good de-stressors, especially when you're playing it with your bro. Or just watching your bro.
Aw. just watching him die.
Just watching him die
repeatedly.
over and over and not getting upset about it.
He's just like clenching his fist in the background.
Yeah, I'm clenching my cheeks over here. Not gonna lie.
Aw. Wish I was there to watch.
But that being said, if you have specific games you want us to check out, if you have specifics, let us know. But if you're supporting us because you enjoy us as people, but you don't play video games very often, let us know what kind of stuff you would want to see, and maybe we could find a game that fits that criteria.
Yeah, maybe you're a Final Fantasy fan and you got mad at what we said earlier. Maybe you want to watch us play Final Fantasy VII Remake or something. Well, to that I say, give us the game.
Retry level. Yeah, send it to yeah. Send it to send it to our
PO box.
Yeah.
That totally exists. ...
At our company building that's totally built.
Yeah, as you can tell, the budget on this YouTube channel is absolutely endless.
Send it to YouTube. They'll send it to us.
One of my favorite Office quotes, because I'm a huge Office fan, is, you know what? We should have YouTube come down and film this.
I mean, would that have been a fault in the show, or because I feel like that's an improvement. Nothing against the people who made it, but imagine if YouTube made it. Yeah.
Yeah,
think
that
about
probably
that.
wouldn't have gone well.
Hey, they made Cobra Kai.
Yeah, but The Office also started in like 2003.
YouTube wasn't around yet.
True.
Because I think they started in 06, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
We were much
And then
younger then.
And then a super small company called Google bought them.
Thanks, Google.
I'm sure that worked out well for them. ...
So there's your gem. That's your first gem that you got for getting all the crates. What is it?
Oh, 9% complete.
What does it give you? Absolutely nothing. Sing it again, y'all.
Oh, so we just beat the...
You beat that one.
Oh. Okay.
Now we gotta head back
Sweet.
upstream.
Aw, look, we're going upstream.
Oh,
Do I want to go this way?
Just to grab Aku Aku right there.
Okay.
You're moving forward again. Because you're moving upstream. There's our sexy lady that never pops up in another game. Because in this
She's
game,
just kinda there in this
Crash
game.
has like a strangely like sexual girl that he saves. In the next game, we get introduced to Crash's sister, and we never see that girl again.
You know, I'm starting to think that was a good call.
Especially for a game that's, I guess it's not primarily made for kids. It's more in a wider base than that. But at the same time, kids are playing this. I was playing this at 3 or 4 years old, probably. It might have been the right move.
Right. We also were just weird children, though, that watched movies such as Austin Powers growing up.
Thanks, Dad.
Dude, I feel like my childhood was better for it, honestly.
I agree. I have no regrets. I have only had several conversations with one of my parents saying, okay, I know that we've shown you that movie, but that's not okay to say to somebody.
Dude, if I had $1 for every time I've had to have that conversation with my parents, I'd have $4.
That's a lot of dollars.
Dude, for real.
Quote me on that.
That's a lot of Applebee's.
David Green, 2020. That's a lot of dollars.
That's gonna be one heck of a quote. That's a lot of dollars.
I'm here all night. You will make it on that rock.
Apparently I will be too. Because... Game over.
Thanks, Mr. Krabs. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
I'm feeling a little warm spot.
I'm feeling a warm spot. Look at the flippity flips.
So one of my favorite moments in our friendship, and we talked about this a little bit when we were just playing games like about a week ago, was so we both went to college together, and we went to a small college, and I lived on the street by campus.
He lived on the
and,
streets. Oh. Continue. I was trying to make us look
and
hip.
we had and this is like one of like our bonding moments in our friendship. Gosh! Okay, one of the bonding moments in our friendship was when there was just a week where we just had so many snow days, and we just hung out at my house, and during those days, all of our cars were snowed in, so all we did was eat Little Caesars pizza, play Super Smash Bros, and watch a ton of SpongeBob. And we were in our 20s, and we were thriving.
And we were single.
Yeah, we were single as a Pringle, not ready to mingle.
The last Pringle in the can.
But like not like the Pringle in the can that you're like really trying to get. It's like the one that like
You're just
you're
like,
kind of not mad that you. Yeah, it's like, oh, I can't get that out of the can. That's fine.
I'll just buy another one. I think I'll eat it now.
I think I'll die right now. Oh fuck.
Hey,
Aw,
we're
thanks,
we're
Grandpa.
making progress. I feel like that was
really
the
are.
same spot that you died last time, though.
It was.
Did you know?
But we're heading
I don't
up
know
the
if you
street.
noticed that. I don't know if you've noticed this info, which is pretty ironic that we're playing this game. That they're coming out with a fourth Crash.
Yeah,
Oh, well then it's not
it's
ironic.
about time. Literally.
For those who did not understand
I'll
that
be here all
joke,
week.
yeah. For those who didn't understand that joke, the next Crash is called Crash 4. It's about time.
Both referencing the fact that it's about time they're making another one, but also it's actually about time.
It's going to be neat. We'll probably play it on the channel at one point. Depends on what people
Whether
are
I
interested
should be
in.
the one to play it or not, that's
Hey.
the question.
I can't promise that I'd be any good at it. And I'm a completionist. I'm probably going to freak people out because I'm going to keep going backwards to get boxes.
You know, I feel like a big reason why like people watch Let's Plays and stuff on YouTube is to get like how to see like how to unlock all of the things and how to make sure you're getting everything that you can on each level. This is not gonna be that kind of channel, and I hate to let you down, but that is not gonna be me.
If you want to see that kind of channel, subscribe to Green Energy.
Yeah, go to his channel.
Yeah.
That's an excellent point.
That dweeb does most of everything.
And then I'm going to start doing streaming stuff at some point. So I will talk about that when that is ready.
Not just ready. I'm ready, Freddy. It's Larry. So here's a story
I
for
feel
you.
like our sense of
Here's a story
our
for
sense
you.
of humor-
Go for it.
I was just going to say our sense of humor is just for a very specific group of people. So I'm just imagining the eventual community that this channel builds is just going to be bonkers, and
They're gonna-
I'm here for
They're
it.
going to be a bunch of fools. My story for you here is, so you know I worked at Michigan's Adventure, 2 parks for the price of 1.
Yep.
And
Fun.
my current manager, I guess the last manager that I had, because I've had 3, but the one that I've had most recently, his name's Justin, and I think it was the year of 2019, so it would have been last summer. After the water park closes, we do certain jobs in the dry park to help them out, but also to get us more hours late in the season. And Justin was working a roller coaster, and he told me about this. He was getting people seated in their seats for the coaster, and then he was the guy that was responsible for saying, like, "Are you guys ready to go?" And then they would all say, "Yeah." And then he would start the ride. But he would go, "Are you guys ready?" And then they would all be like, "Yeah." And then he would say, "You're not just ready. You're ready, Freddy." And he told me that no one understood the joke. And then
Yeah, that sounds
everybody
about right.
just looked at him like he was stupid.
Oh man, look at that. We completed another level.
We done did it.
We done diddly did it.
So, before we start this one, do you want to do this next time?
What's that?
Do you want to do this next time? When we get some more morphine?
Absolutely. Next time on Murphy, you will see Papu Papu.
Bye.